Alright, so we're back with another set of recordings. It's a few hours after the previous recording. Let's get straight into episode 4, Tropey McTropeface and Biblio-Blast. A zoetrope and a bookcase. This is one that gives, by far the least amount of information. I also want to say, during this intro, after, watching the first few episodes back, basically all the voice lines for Phineas throughout the original run of the show were pretty much his pilot voice. For example, when you heard the "Hey, it's now," Phineas's modern voice. Listen to this. Yeah. Really interesting decision that they kept the old voice for the intro throughout the entirety of the show's runtime for seasons 1 to 4, and now they're changing it. I wonder what the design decision behind that might be. Yeah, it's really before we actually continue, it's really interesting how much Vincent Martella's voice has changed from the first few episodes to later on, because Phineas pretty much had an established voice towards the later half of season 1, I want to say, and then it was just consistent throughout the rest of the show's runtime. Massive difference between the first few episodes and everything else. Just wanted to say that.
Tink Winkerson here, live for Danville today. In the heat, in the sun.
Alright, so this is probably our news reporter of season 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you...
Please say Bread Bowl Hot Tub.
...the world's largest...
Hot Tub.
Zoetrope.
And if by zoetrope you mean a 19th century optical toy consisting of a cylinder with pictures on the inner surface...
Buford, yeah.
...in motion, I'm not impressed.
Damn. You could tell, little pockets, even from last season with Phineas and Ferb Save Summer. Buford's filmmaking skills were really, you could tell there were little pockets of it growing even back in season 4, and then of course Buford would be knowledgeable about that. It's honestly it's such a hilarious gag with Buford blowing up the Earth multiple times at the end, and it ends with the camera panning out and the Earth explodes. I think there's something wrong with this program. Buford. That's great. All right, so the virus girls are here for the first time. Very nice. Clean animation style, yeah. That's a new cackle. Bust.
Someone plugged a hairdryer into the wrong outlet.
Damn. Clean cuts, Carl. We got some rather interesting styles this season.
These sideways objects have Doofenshmirtz written all over them.
Looks like one of Doofenshmirtz's plots is intentionally going sideways. Alright. The font of Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated, I think it changed? It's not the same. I don't think it was the same as it was before. I think it's I think the text got thinner. I'd have to do a direct comparison.
Wait, whoa! Wait, no trap, no monologue? It's like you're no longer interested in a fully nuanced relationship.
Damn.
Turn over the leadership of City Hall. And
Harry's not having it today.
City Hall onto its side. Roger will slide out.
That's the face
on
the thumbnail.
Unless he's lying down, at which point he will suddenly be standing up. It's a win-win.
And we're starting right away. Wow, immediately. Rolling away.
McTropeface.
Wait, it's vanishing already? It's barely 9 a.m.
What a morning activity, man. What's happening for the rest of the episode? Well, Ferb had an attachment to it.
Belongs to the world.
Oh, what's the rest of the Phineas and Ferb segment of the episode gonna be? We have Michael Bublé, celebrity cameos. Back to the water park. Alright. Beautiful. What a perfectly designed track for it, too. You go. Tropey McTropeface.
Face.
You promised to give Perry a bath.
Oh.
Hey, that's my umbrella.
Yeah.
It's the Danville
That's
mother
the mother mugger.
No, I'm a mother.
Here comes the zoetrope.
Angrier at the mother mugger, or whoever built that giant zoetrope. That's dangerous.
She sees the invention but can't even say what it was. Oh man. We're really turning stuff on its side. Not head, its side. with this plot.
Be on the lookout for the Mother Mugger. In hindsight, we should have had him take off his mask for the mugshot, but we worked with what we got. Well.
Yeah. Ooh, Buford's with the Van Stomps. Oh, so the Zoetrope's going to... Oh, this is a great world building. The Zoetrope episode is the episode of world building, methinks. We only saw Buford's mom... I can only think of one episode. I think her name's Biffany. It's the one where Candace called all the mothers together. The one where Baljeet and Buford dressed up as Phineas and Ferb. I think the episode was called Not Phineas and Ferb. And with Irving and Albert in it, where Irving was trying to prove that their inventions were real and then they were fake later on. That was the plot of that. They all have skull shirts. Dang, they all have skull shirts. Oh, it just stops at the Van Stomps.
What say we put aside our differences long enough to enjoy this unexpected, comically large wheel?
Yep, Buford is absolutely going to have a field day with the Zoetrope. You had to incorporate flossing in 2025.
Let's cut the tree down now!
Yeah, it's a little while later.
Okay. Tree gets cut down. And there it goes again. Really nice change of pace. This is one I'm probably the most pleasantly surprised at. This is the one, one of the episodes I had knew the least about. I knew of the Zoetrope, but I didn't know that its implications were it's literally going to just roll from destination to destination.
That make them all the more beautiful.
A touching sentiment.
Don't you have anywhere else to be?
I do not.
Now it's time for the asteroid. How's the Zoetrope gonna help? Putting a 3D model of the Ferris wheel and the Zoetrope coming in with the effects. And it trips. The Zoetrope is a character of its own. The paddle wheel. Dang. The Zoetrope! Ah, the Zoetrope, man. I think the Zoetrope might be the most underrated character of season 5. Or damn.
In retrospect, maybe we shouldn't have named the boat
Explode face. Alright. We're just completely deviating. The formula is the classic Phineas and Ferb formula is just gone sideways. They're throwing it out the window and then it's gone sideways like this. But yeah. What happens now? The entire upper portion of the building rotates 90 degrees. Now the wall becomes the floor. Wow. Now we're in flip block mode. These remind me of the Tox boxes from Mario Galaxy, rotating 90 degrees each time.
He's got a heart out at noon.
A hard out at noon. Man. What happens now? Yeah. Good.
This has got to be the highlight of your week, right? Because platypuses don't do much.
Alright. Wait, was that a smile from Perry? I want a smile from Perry. I want Perry to smile more, but just really and genuinely mean it, not just say, yeah. Perry finally gets something that he deserves.
That's the man who stole my umbrella. Dink we disturbingly UV sensitive.
Oh my gosh! It's the reporter! The one that will no longer be a staple reporter of season 5.
Fellas.
Because every day they send me out in the broiling sun to report on nonsense. I just wanted to be in the shade, lady.
You had to steal them from
Mike
others.
Wickerson being arrested.
Wow. We had the reporter from Hansel and Gretel. Hamster and Gretel. Wow. I actually said the original fairy tale. Yeah, we had her as the reporter throughout the entirety of the runtime. Not here. Man, I forgot her name. I wish I remembered. Not the best with names.
You ordered 10 tons of bread dough? How are we supposed to roll it out?
Yep. We're going everywhere with this. The Zoetrope is the absolute highlight of this episode, clearly. That was a transition. There was not two Zoetropes.
That Zoetrope taught me how to love.
Now it's not. Yeah.
On its head, sir?
Or technically, I guess.
What is Norm's? I'm sorry. Were they not able to get Norm's voice back? Hold on.
Time to turn this city on its head.
On its head, sir?
Yeah, Norm sounds like probably the most different from last season.
You say, I'm gonna turn this city upside down. People get that. But you say something about, I'm gonna rotate this city
90 degrees.
That doesn't mean anything to anybody.
And now what's gonna happen? The park rotates 90 degrees? Oh no. The Zoetrope really wants to get to the Ferris wheel, but so close. But so far. Oh! Now it rolls away. Is it gonna stop the asteroid? And launch it
Did
away.
I just hear something?
It sounded like it might have been a large cylindrical object colliding with a huge flaming rock, sending them both careening into space. Or maybe just the building settling.
That's Ferb. I can hear a bit of the voice differences between last season and now. I do hear it, but it's fine. Well, condolences to them. And now the Zoetrope.
It is not your time.
What? And then Zoetrope gets flung back! This is the bad. And the Zoetrope comes back. Large and enigmatic Zoetrope. And now the Zoetrope comes back. They get their happy ending after all.
A Ferris wheel ride is the perfect end to the day.
Aww.
Aw, he found a friend.
Were those
Oh.
little baby Mary?
Oh, that's adorable. What an adorable ending to a super unique episode. This is the one that will absolutely stick out of my head the most so far. I feel free to look at Buford's little animation there. Wow. Episodes like those are an absolute just breath of fresh air. Alright,
It doesn't have to
the
be
bookshelf
a-
episode.
Could be a
And now Buford is finally presenting the Bread Bowl hot tub. You know, Buford is like the go-to gag person. There's a canoe from Candace Across the Universe. There was him bringing a couch into the family photo. The Bread Bowl hot tub is going to become super important later on this season, I presume. I believe there's more episodes coming in Season 5 before we even get to Season 6, so be on the lookout for that, folks.
a bisque, broth, consomme.
But wouldn't we get all covered in...
We all be delicious.
Covered in soup.
Soup!
Bread bowl hot tub.
Oh, whenever they are. Nothing's gonna change.
Why is he wearing a tuxedo? It looks like he should be on a wedding cake.
It's fine. Don't you worry your little head about it.
And Isabella's ass. Yeah, Isabella took that. She pocketed that, and she's gonna like immediately bring that to her house the moment she's done with Phineas here. All hers. No one else's. Ah.
Oh, where's Perry?
Why would we need Perry to build a bookcase?
I was just wondering.
Okay. So far, so great. Pinball. What a great sequence. I always love balls on tracks, and yeah. I was, as a young kindergartner, I was obsessed with the marble track, man. There was something just so satisfying about seeing the marbles, like, go just flush down perfectly curved tubes, and building my own marble track from top to bottom I was enamored by that, man. It was so fun. I vaguely remember the shape of the room I did it in. I wonder if that school is still there. Because I moved like a couple years after. I've never actually revisited that area, and I would like to one day. I was never like super good at pinball. I never played it much. I just like farted around with pinball for fun. 1 billion!
I'm going back in, sir.
You can't keep chasing that high, Carl.
Yes, he can. Alright. So, how are they going to build a bookshelf in this episode? And what's Candace going to do this episode?
What's a spanner?
A wrench with an English accent.
And what's a
Isabella did an English accent. Isabella did an English accent. Ah, that's beautiful. Of course. The writing team had a field day with that.
This photo of me kicking an orange or my skull.
No! Man, kicking an orange is going to be one of the gags this season. I love me secret passages. Yeah, Buford's back. Very nice. Hammering in sync. We love to see it. Book mechs, book planes. Parachuting books, and now Candace is coming. Okay. Hypnosis 101 for everyday use. Alright.
Want to come to the backyard with me, Mom?
My high-strung teen parent child.
Honey, you don't need me to see anything today. Dad's recruited the kids to help him build a bookshelf.
Perhaps it's time to
Rather,
try a more psychological.
okay, so now Candace is leveraging the books. Like, Candace is absolutely, like, taking advantage of the schemes themselves. In her mind, their schemes. To bust them. I'm really liking, like, the creative approach to using the formula. It's like using the variables of the formula in different places and in different ways is quite the innovative concept, I would say so myself.
Don't out so fast. I put way too much effort into that trap. Took me 6 days to chew on
6 days.
Yeah. And my jaw's killing me. Anyway,
One of the most unsafe. Hold on. 6 days. Oh, Perry, man. And you just got a bath in the Zoetrope episode. You just got washed. My condolences, Perry. Perry deserves better.
Days to chew on that gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's gross, and my jaw's killing me. My face on a plant.
That's the most high-pitched I've ever heard Dwampyverse for a while. My face on a plant.
Instead, it brought up a lot of long-buried memories.
Backstory.
Heinz has no chlorophyll. Heinz has no chlorophyll. That's a weird thing to teach someone about.
Another layer of complexity to the lawn gnome story. Wow. Practices, yeah. Just once. Yeah. This is like the first, like, somewhat understandable backstory of the season. We didn't get many backstories, although we got. All I can remember is just the one backstory about the Dungleberry oil.
Entire army of meat plants.
New plants.
Look at these guys, huh?
What do you use a straw for chewed up gum? What is... Perry essentially has some trauma, like not eating the gum off the sidewalk in the in the scrapyard episode. The brain drain episode, that's the one. Blowing a big thing of gum.
Why did the gum only hit me? Take this!
Alright, plant blasts. I'm a plant. Lots of plants. Lots of plants. Yeah. I'm a plant.
Not me, nobody.
Yep. What? Doofenshmirtz is absolutely, like, never going to learn his lesson. That's why we're here in season 5. Blow that clean. Hold on, I want to see that clean Isabella reading book swing animation one more time. That was a clean start to the song. Super clean.
I'm reading on a rope swing.
Night vision reading?
I'm reading upside down. I'm reading.
Nice. Hold on. I want to get that Finn Bella shot. We take those wherever we can. So they're reading upside down. So let's see. Gone with the Weeds and Ferbenstein. Very nice. Excellent. I need to, when I get more settled, I do want to consider reading like a little bit more. I have read a handful of books in recent years. Not so many. I read 1.5 books on vacation, then I finished the second one at home, and then I did read a book starting at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. It's about just like finding books that really connect with me. And I found a few, and they're great reads. And what's great about them, some of them are like practical advice books. It can be like a long-term knowledge investment. And I can give the book to someone who may need it.
This is boring, I'm reading.
Pirate Isabella? Very nice.
Mom,
Yeah.
whatever you do not come outside.
A psychological
Mind games
argument.
with me, Candy.
Mind games.
Pretending to not do what I know you're actually doing won't not make me not come outside.
Yes, that's what. Wait,
Was
that
triple
a
negative?
Triple negative?
Yeah, it was.
So now.
Yeah, 3 negatives is a no.
I can't wait to show you the progress we made.
All right. Yeah, Lawrence like does see the inventions from time to time. Like Candace never goes to her dad to bust them. Lawrence like has seen them. Like we can't expect Lawrence to see the creations and be rather supportive of them and not say many things to Linda.
This is miraculous. I love the Book of Vader and the book
Books
slide.
of Vader, the book slide.
Is that a leather-bound first printing of
I'm glad
Metamorph?
I'm glad because they built this for the person that they built it for, and they actually get to see it. Which in this case is
A poor
Lawrence.
man's Edgar Allan Poe, who added bugs to mask all the borrowed imagery. What?
He reads.
I don't like reading.
Yes.
Red Bull, hot tub.
My, is that a leather...
Buford screams arts major energy. And it's really starting to come out this season. So they just eat everything. Yeah. Will never learn their lesson. There, he's got this. Okay. Woo! Epic shot! Excellent. Well, that works. And then, yeah. There it goes. So now it's, they spawn near the bookshelf.
Nah, they don't look like anybody.
The faces look familiar. So, what I really want to discuss one day is, in what circumstances have Phineas and Ferb met Doofenshmirtz? We know at the end of the Milo Murphy's Law crossover that they have met before that point. But when did they actually meet? Did they meet in Candace Against the Universe? Did they meet in Night of the Living Pharmacist? They met outside of Across the Second Dimension, of course. But when did they meet for the first time? And it was before this point, too. And also, when did Buford specifically meet Doofenshmirtz? Was it after one of the episodes? Because, like, I don't necessarily think, like, barring season 5, which I imagine is more chronologically ordered, it's much more ambiguous when it comes to the previous, the episodes, like, spanning the previous 4 seasons. It'd be really interesting to put together a timeline, but once again, if you get too lost in continuity and contingencies, and you try to, like, find all the contingencies, it might dampen your appreciation for the show, so, yeah. There go all the books. They're all getting consumed, yeah. This is one of the more typical Doofenshmirtz creations, destroying it. But they're all trying to stop the plants. Yeah.
Use this.
And this.
Yep. Plant combat. Gone with the weeds. They're all getting bonked. Oh, he's going all out for the one.
I won't let this bookcase go without a fight.
They're actually fighting the plants. This is great. It's great that they're fighting back, though.
This is what I'm talking about.
When have you ever talked about this?
Tuesday, a week ago. Wouldn't it be cathartic to pound a bunch of carnivorous plants into submission with a book?
I have no recollection of that.
Yeah. Oh no! No! You know, Isabella's really got, like, that sass we all love. Oh, and they're struggling. Their backs are up against each other. This is so good!
Come out to the backyard and see what the boys have made, and I'll be your best friend. I'll be a local colleges. I'll put you in the nice senior care facility.
Oh, Linda.
Wow. It works for Thorns. The transitive property. When he says it. He's just hacking him out. Yeah.
Fall back! We are outnumbered!
And they're all going down. No! What's happening? It's all going down. They're all jumping ship. And they're surrounding. Okay, what's gonna happen? Go, Perry! That's hover car is so, like, super clutch, like, ludicrously. So I think Perry has various vehicles that he uses to go to Doofenshmirtz's. That hover car really carries, like, I would say the greatest percentage of this plot line of Phineas and Ferb, the Perry and Doofenshmirtz dynamic. And this is a great way to sort of interconnect them in a unique way. And they're all gone. Yeah.
Oh, Perry the platypus, and also my own hubris for
Your own hubris.
You still ain't got no chlorophyll.
I guess they moved here too. Oh.
Why are you guys still wearing the same clothes?
We did it for the callback. We did it for
Wow.
the callback.
Poor Dr. Doofenshmirtz. And they're over. They're all gone. That pad shot. They're really experimenting with new animation styles, and I'm all here for it.
It is lovely, but it seemed bigger.
I can't wait for you to have children of your own one day.
And she will.
Here you go, Dad.
And that's the ending screen now. I know, Frozen.
There you are, Perry. You guys are so weird.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Candace. Ding, 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 ding. It's just gonna keep going and going and going. They are looping it. They are dragging this out, man. Yeah. Clever way to loop it all. Okay. So I spent almost 40 minutes on, like a 20-minute episode, so I had a lot to say about those two. Probably like the most commentary I've had for like a Phineas and Ferb episode, like, to date, like, ever, in real time.